welcome to Sportainment, your favorite midday sports show of the week. I am your host Ishmael. You can call me Melo. I sit in for your favorite host Abdul Latif. Today we are bringing you amazing stories all around the globe. We will now look at the local stories. I have my favorite pundit here, Mr. Budi is in the house, General Salis is in the house. We'll delve into matters concerning the Black Stars games and we'll look at the upcoming fixtures. Now to the headlines. Aubameyang responds to Kroos' criticism. He says his celebration is for his case, and he wonders whether Toni Kroos has case of his own. Inter hits back at Rioja over Sanchez's comment. Marshall Sport Kick saves end of 23-year wait for Scotland as they qualify for the Euros. Pandev seals a historic Euro 2020 spot for North Macedonia. Man United is absolutely committed to Solskjaer, says Ed Woodward. Then Scolani says that VAR needs to be consistent after Messi was denied an Argentina winner in their midnight game. In the local front, we are looking at the Black Star. The Black Star has beaten the Sudanese. And then we will look at Black Stars captain who says that he dedicates the win to the former president who passed away yesterday. And then we also look at the Ghana Premier League, which is also coming up. We will delve into matters concerning Kumasi Asante Kotoko as their gaffer says that they are ready for the league. Also, former Accra House of Coach midfielder Wolfo Kobna says that rumors surrounding his sentence to prison in a 4 months says that those rumors are not true, and he has brought an explanation. We'll come back after this commercial break and we'll delve into the details. We'll take a break.
You do know your favorite sports personalities on the pitch, but how well do you know them off the pitch? We bring you their stories, their lifestyle off the pitch.
We discuss the games as and when they happen. We discuss the fun parts of the game, hidden from the lens of the media that we never get to hear, and give an in-depth analysis as to how the things that happen.
You will come your way with everything sports, including the entertainment aspect of it. Expect nothing but the best of analysis from my guests on every Friday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. on Streamhouse GH on Facebook. Make dates with us. I am your host, Sadiq Abdul Latif.
Human beings are like a rainbow of many colors, each unique in a way that reflects light. Beautiful works of art neatly arranged to color the sky. Together, it's a masterpiece. We are bringing you different shades of artists who are leaving their footprints in the sands of time, creating hope with their paint brushes, inciting peace with their melodies, and transforming hearts with their words. Let us get to know them, the inspiration behind why they do what they do. So catch us live on Streamhouse TV every Friday at 5 p.m. as we discover and unveil creativity right here in the Great Club. I will stay
Back, you are watching us on Streamhouse GH on Facebook, on Streamhouse TV, on YouTube. This is Sportainment, your favorite midday sports show of the week. Now into today's details. We begin with results from yesterday's fixtures. Uganda beat South Sudan 1-0. Burkina Faso beat Malawi 3-1. Ghana won 2-0 against Sudan. Gabon won 2-1 against Gambia. Cameroon beat Mozambique 4-1. Cape Verde drew 0-0 with Rwanda. Zambia won 2-1 against Botswana. Algeria won 3-1 against Zimbabwe. Congo won 2-0 against Eswatini. Ivory Coast went past Madagascar by 2-1. Serbia drew 1-1 with Scotland, but Serbia lost on penalties 4-5, and Scotland made it to the Euro 2020. Georgia lost at home 1-0 to North Macedonia, giving the Macedonia side a historic feature in the Euro 2020. To the stories, Aubameyang responds to Kroos' criticism. He says, "My celebrations are for my case. Do you have any?" After being labeled silly by Toni Kroos for his goal celebration, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has hit back at the Real Madrid midfielder, saying his celebrations are for his kid, questioning if Toni Kroos has any case of his own. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has vowed to continue with his choreographed celebration in response to criticism from Real Madrid midfielder Toni Kroos. Inter Milan has hit back at Rueda over Sanchez's comment. Inter have issued a statement hitting back at Chile coach Ronaldo Rueda, who claimed that the Nerazzurris have overworked Alexis Sanchez. Rueda accused the Nerazzurris of showing a lack of respect regarding the matter, but the Serie A giant has now responded, saying they found the coach's comment unacceptable, offensive, and not corresponding to the reality. According to the Nerazzurris, they think that anytime the player goes for the World Cup for qualification for the Chiles, he comes back with a lot of injuries. Marshall, a sports kick save, and the 23-year wait for Scotland as they qualify for Euros. Scotland qualified for their first major tournament since the 1998 World Cup by beating Serbia on penalties in an Euro 2020 playoff. David Marshall was the hero as Scotland secured their place for next year Euro 2020 by beating Serbia 5-4 on penalty after a 1-1 draw in their playoff final in southern Belgrade. Marshall saved Alexander Metrovic's spot kick to ensure Steve Clark's men will go up against rivals England, Croatia and Czech Republic in Group D at next year's European Championship. Pandev seals historic Euro 2020 spot for North Macedonia. Goran Pandev's goal secured Macedonia's place at Euro 2020 at the expense of Georgia. The North Macedonia qualified for Euro 2020 with a historic 1-0 victory over Georgia in Thursday playoff match. It was the visiting captain Goran Pandev whose goal settled a tense contest in the Georgian capital, in which there was just 4 shots on target throughout the game. Pandev, who would turn 38 shortly after next year's final concludes, has scored a record of 36 times in 104 games for his country. Man United says they are absolutely committed to Solskjaer. According to their chairman Ed Woodward, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United future has been called into question, but the club has given it backing through its executive chairman. Man United remain absolutely committed to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as the club manager says the executive vice chairman. On the pitch, where there is still hard work ahead to achieve greater consistency, we remain absolutely committed to the positive path we are under Ole as the team continues to develop, according to the club chairman. Scolani calls for VAR consistency after Messi denied Argentina winner. Scolani has called for greater consistency with the VAR after Argentina were denied a winner against Paraguay. Nicolas Gonzalez cancelled out Angel Romero's penalty at the La Bombonera on Thursday, and Argentina thought they had a third straight win to begin World Cup qualifying when Lionel Messi scored in the second half. However, the goal was ruled out after VAR check for a foul that started Argentina passing build-up, and Scolani men were held as they moved into 7 points from 3 World Cup 2020 qualifiers. But the Argentina coach wants to see greater consistency from the VAR after his side was denied a winner. Now in the upcoming fixtures, we have Mali against Namibia, we have South Africa versus Sao Tome and Principe, Morocco plays Central African Republic, Tunisia versus Tanzania, Niger will play Ethiopia, Nigeria will play Sierra Leone, Colombia will play Uruguay, and Chile will play Peru. All these games are coming off tonight, and you might want to have a catch at these games. Now on the local front, the Black Stars beat Sudan in African Cup of Nations qualifier. The Black Stars of Ghana beat the Falcons of Jordan of Sudan 2-0 in their AFCON 2020 qualifiers at the Cape Coast. The captain of the side, Andre Dede Ayew, got a brace to place the Black Stars 9 points on top of Group C. The captain played his team in front before a halftime with a Sumption free kick in the 19th minute. He had his brace in the 81st minute with a beautiful finish after beating 3 of his markers. Black Stars captain Dede Ayew dedicates the win to former president J.J. Rawlings, who passed early morning before the kick-off. Speaking to the media after the game, Ayew said that the players before the game wanted to win for the late president, knowing his contribution to the growth of Ghana. I think we fought hard to get a win in honor of His Excellency J.J. Rawlings. We know the history of his contribution to the growth of Ghana, so the win is dedicated to him, the captain said. Ghana League starts off this weekend. The long-awaited Ghana Premier League kicks off this weekend with a crunchy fixture between Accra Hearts of Oak and Aduana Stars. The winner of the league will earn 250,000 Ghana cedis, which is equivalent to $42,000, a huge improvement on what previous winners have earned after winning the league. Asante Kotoko gaffer Maxwell Kunedu has said that his team is ready for the upcoming Premier League season with a few days away. Despite missing the services of some of his key players due to injury, Maxwell Kunedu thinks that he has worked on the mentality of the players for the 2020-2021 league season. You know, majority of the time, and most of the player is not with us, even though we have a responsibility, but it is the boys that have to play well to help us win and accumulate the points we are talking about. You know, when you prepare a team mentally, everybody has to be ready. For if a player is not there, player B can hold the fort. This is what we want to build on, and we shouldn't be okay with scoring 1 or 2 goals. We have to keep on scoring, says Maxwell Kunedu. Former Accra Hearts of Oak midfielder Wilford Kobina has denied stories going around that he has been sentenced to prison in Albania for 4 months. News broke that the midfielder has been sentenced to 4 months in prison after he was found guilty of forgery of official documents to get an Albanian citizenship. Reacting to the story, Kobina stated that he has no idea about any forgery of documents and as a result has not been jailed or whatsoever. I have heard news going around in Ghana that I have been jailed for 4 months because I have forged some documents. I don't know anything about it, says the former Accra House of Folk midfielder. These are your stories. Stay tuned. You are watching us on Sportainment GH on Facebook, Sportainment TV on YouTube. Now, our pundits, we have Budi in the house, we have General Salis in the house. They're going to delve into details. Don't forget, they're going to bring you the most favorite part of the show, the Sportainment section, the off-the-pitch issue. And today, we are featuring Marco Asensio, General Budu, Senior Man Budu.
Yeah, Mr. McQuay.
Akwaba.
Adomo Yania.
Now, for me to sing.
Yamiadom,
Senior Salis, General Salis.
Hey,
you who watch it?
We did. We Senior Mano. At the Tosa, and I say, we have one young Wedgman Swat. Or who betro. I think say Yaba.
Yaba, the Niaba.
Never in Sudan.
Baby Wins any mamma. Senior Captain.
Yeah, Mr.
No, oh dear, fine. Sportainment story.
You're Spain. You're Spain and you're Madrid. I had the capital of Spain. Now, you drew Madrid, you know, not your call a Real Madrid camp. Real Madrid company, I said, boy, we are branching friend, Marco Asensio.
Marco Asensio.
Very well.
The my local boy.
Exactly. Now, Marco Asensio, I saw a pilot.
What pilot?
Yeah, a pilot.
Hello, why are they?
Sir, a year, former girlfriend.
As
an agency done by, and they say no, or Chesa Corano.
Zidane by Mudo and Luca
Zidane. Only so handle some machine.
Look, I know I met for Dan.
Only met for Dan.
Look and a goalkeeper.
Yeah, Enzo Zidane. On him now, Enzo Francescoli. And he Marco Asensio a pilot. So no machine or no handle, only get on Jaya. And Marina, Abraba on the Marina Montane. A branch of Luca Zidane. A better machine is only woman at H. And he Marco Asensio a pilot. Ah, yeah, and Yamakra is a impaniform memoir. I'm here now, or papa, Zidane. I better not say meeting. Now, we're abrogating the contract. Now, it's for Real Madrid.
And I'm
going to say, machine on what she only going just some few days. Now, a branch of friend Lucas Zidane. As in a Zidane Bapani, or not a machine or hand.
I said Lucas Zidane to say of Real Madrid. And
that's I never find the head coach of Real Madrid.
Now, there will treat that no big of 3 days.
And I say, when any room. Every misunderstanding get to a minute by so or train work a crab, a machine, I will say, no handle. And he a rantan up pile.
The second card your package will beat me for 40 me fat.
Son of Hono. And investment are quite investing as a no train work a crab machine handle.
I say,
it's actually ambassador.
And there I said, I need not come Marco since you born. I
don't be free. When I say, Obama growing to me mono.
Yeah.
So also between Arani Obi. So only ni be jai. But the moment as someone Obi only no be fano. Na yeah.
That's a look at crowd first team we shame crowd said that name Marco and Klekesa.
Click but at least there is that familiarity, there is that connection, At least Omunyo Madrid Anna any boss soba. So there is that connection. And I am Marco since any yano.
Senior Budu.
Any obviously what you down. Bisa Sani.
Brasani. Sani when I am Madrid. When I am Madrid. Same way it me say bet my heart team nana. Say
for me this
o hwesena. Sena Budu eken which machine we JC wo. O nyonko ani ni ye djuma se okay. Ma me so mi nko twi kakra. We asem say issue.
Ghana hanu mo bia ebi. Ghana ha kura manfo bi ebi. So ati ase. Hwe. Ade na
din bi wo.
O da bi say ade na ekoso no. Me for me I think say normal de mame. Because at the end of the day no sabi ona wabre oba no ho. Wabra wone no from nkwala birim fro ewo maluka wo matwi line na na esi nyankopon bie nsem amawo na wanya kakra bi o nsem a de no nso ye model what's a models no nso so de muhia care no attention no because attention because ono no mostly no because of traveling we na ewo gab na ewo obetu kwan no so betu kwan obekọ no so bekọ nteba ne sana okokro na eso frɛ no ba wu ni say wu de wu dog ni liar man dia obi nsusu won nchen a wo pe ade na wi
look at so the bench
o ti wonu me we once o France kura o France
yeah look at ko say Madrid or open
more playing time into again no so no who France no mostly France so France
yes city of love
yes anya bia ko Paris so ade aze Eiffel Tower no o go generate twa picture ni bi
and Asensio money time.
One money time. Asensio the any time.
Okay.
Once Asensio is a wadani superstar. Me did this once sometimes a mad be so careless and so kakra because time Asensio prior no. Once the last season she pre-season Asensio could prior. One baby until latter part of the season a boy we and son Asensio had be ever back. Those times near critical times as a war girl and not war wife. All the time about chain or be show near daddy. If the girl couldn't do that, home quite since we had a age again. So I say
that is a Satan no or nigga no and look at so need to
need to tell once the idea you will be say who dear chile. One sometimes we call Akopokuo ni Instagram we now would dear Monaca cracker. We say by and say by say yes Cristiano do kura model be kura no boom kakra kra
general
by no kura say and American until say model is always a model oh no we share the pictures I gu any so timu say again it to one ma why so chen come oh Ghana nke bia budu ni ase latif bi ono afa nchan akwai de ben akwai de na kama ma bibia yi me did say for me for Luka to go there so on again no ebetimi anya bibi no I think say yeah e de ma me Luka ya branch on so e kama so hu na wo gina so pa o chan amakwa Asensio o wa esen no body no so ni bibia no edamu de man and most of the ladies no the omo pen no and also the legendaries in the dance down the bounce
and no and then your sport entertainment story and they bro Marco Asensio girl we Jano and Luka Zidane eso akofa ono so training kakran e be di echi akohwet ni e be de ba akosi. You are watching us on Streamhouse GH on Facebook, on Streamhouse TV, on YouTube. Don't forget to click the subscription button. Leave your comment behind. We will read for you. Send in your comment via 0249073993. Tell us your opinion. Very soon we'll get into the Black Stars issue. But before we get into the Black Stars issue, Budu, Scotland, I must secure on place Euro 2020. And our game na a very crunchy game because now Serbia never home. Serbia go home and they needed to in Serbia ever since qualify for I think is the last World Cup. They have struggled to qualify for major 20. Scotland in both sides now not the way eager like almost per se obia a place. A static game now your friend says Scotland take lead. It took the intervention of the Jovic Jovic, he has gone 10 games on Shegu. He took the intervention of Jovic on the 90th minute. I know share or take kind of the extra time. More boy. I feel do penalties. Obiashe. Last kick, Scotland, not like Yakon another one. I know saying. What do you make of this? Because Scotland for like almost 28 years. They've not
celebrated.
Yeah.
Almost triumph and almost qualification to the Euros next year. No. Also, something very remarkable. So because the last time I did partook in any international tournament was in 1998.
Yeah.
Because in 98 they were in a group and they were Brazil. Mekai said Mekai almost strike a B. No, the Dury, Charles Dury. I know more one defender. I think he was their captain. It was Paul Henry as one. Not in 3 year blonde.
Yeah.
I think he was called Henry. Now, we're from 98 and or more participating in this international tournament. I'm going to mean participative view. And also Scotland, Scotland now, even though instead a mainstream football country, but at least or more teams are renowned. We're Rangers, we're Celtic, or teams are very renowned. And these two teams now produce a lot of talent.
Yes,
but
quality
for them
talent.
to have gone, I mean, almost a decade, a little over a decade, I won't participate in international tournaments.
Major tournament.
A Castile on their image.
Yeah.
So, for them to have been able to qualify for this particular next year Euros, and we did this a year more the growth of a year football in Scotland, because at least they've come of age.
They've come of age.
At least.
Do you think, say, Osha, we should expect something like the way Iceland came to the Euros? Should we expect Scotland to come up? Because whether we like, is Scotland a bit of a traditional country? They have a history. And see, should we expect, because, and fortunately for them too, they are going to be in a group with England. And see, you need to have that rivalry between the Scottish and the English. Should we expect that thing, like the way Iceland came in and did those things and proved very stubborn for the in the tournament?
One thing about, going into such competitions, they say, yes, very underdogs. Nah, dear, what should that? Anytime you make BBC, only 2 countries, and I come to mind. First is Denmark. I think in 1992 Euros, Also Denmark, Oman qualified in that particular competition. Yugoslavia and qualified, but Yugoslavia, there was a political upheaval in Yugoslavia, and then in UEFA. This the second place in their group. Denmark, Denmark ba tournament in mono. Denmark Denmark a triumph in that particular competition. Momentous and historic, and they say, we the defending champions. I had Holland. Because Holland had the championship in 1988. So and almost some best share Germany finals in 1990. Because I think Germany were coming that competition as a holders of the World Cup. But not Germany can't 1990 World Cup, no. To move Euro 1992 as a defending champion. Yeah. But a year Denmark, a year Michael Laudrup. Brian Laudrup, about Michael and Timmy. Yeah. So any a year Peter Schmeichel, mo 8 million charges from World Cup, in 1992, because most of the players they were on holidays and I have a cast on Coburn. Most of them didn't even come. But I can't go to champions in Denmark. And over 1998. Abia Croatia, so J woman independence free Yugoslavia. Yeah. Journey in the World Cup
was amazing.
It
had to take the intervention of France.
France, courtesy Lilian Thuram.
Yeah.
About 2 goals more Croatia from the semi-finals.
In that particular game, Croatia played better than France.
Exactly. But Lilian Thuram go for best Malam goes and France. So anything say, can be say yeah. Also make a reference to Iceland, the last competition. Almost be yeah.
It's English teams, Scottish teams, those teams now they always have that. It's almost some appeal about them, that kind of fighting attitude. Like the way they play, there's that zeal. I said they beyond person BB as to show off them. Say yes, yaba. I think it will be.
There is something about these people. More high self-esteem. Suddenly,
exactly.
Look at how almost high for talents. Talents are more high for most of them is more countries bimbo. So many people from newspaper talents. But on the high for more to the extent so Unya has uncle for no because these people like ordinary
Amazing
players.
play.
But the very moment I'll get the chance to watch them and say, so we are just ordinary.
Right,
so,
Christian.
Exactly. So in the Sanadina Koye, Scotland with team. My shadow follow or more boys, David Marshall, he said no, also more winning goal, he said no. Or one chapter or born home day, and they have a cup. I think this guy is still around. Celtic captain, no. I think Thompson is still around.
And they have Ryan Christiante.
Exactly, Brian Crescenti. Indeed, they have players one individual and they are good.
Yeah.
So Anna, for them to have asset way, for coach to have asset way, bring all these people together collectively, to achieve this particular phase. Maybe say BB was here about Scotland.
General Sunny.
Or my team are qualified to the Euro 2020.
One thing I say put one on paper and say this Scotland team, close to 9 games, so we are unbeaten.
Amazing run.
Amazing run. The last time ABC was way back in 1930. I call 11 games unbeaten. This time they are on a 9 games unbeaten run. 6 wins, 3 draws.
Great. Into one shower,
but Adeba question say, you see, this is an era here witnesses something with these English countries, Scotland and England, Scotland, and Wales.
Good, yeah.
And Wales. Now, these are teams this generation. They make us say since you were 2010s, about to the 20s, Omanya major success.
Yeah.
We be say major success in the saying because England under 17 or under 20, their first European competition.
Amazing. So, you see, that's one thing people don't give them credit for. But I don't know, into their current national team.
They are now understanding the concept of football. First, nobody say, "Oh, football, so we can do whatever we want."
First, no more hype players.
But
now they develop them. They take their time to develop them.
Oh, and now from the academy side, you see, sometimes you need to invest in your academy well to get the results are open. And we've been at France a year, and who say, okay, we are going to invest in those players, and France, the French national team academy.
Wow.
We see a whole academy just to breed those young talents, Obini Thierry Henry Daniels, Obini David Trezeguet, so Lilian Thuram, Didier Deschamps, I came from that academy, Emma Mutimi did the 1998 World Cup. Fast forward, Omutimi the Beji European Championship. Fast forward, one almost had the Kylian Mbappe, Lutin, the likes of N'Golo Kante, the likes of Olivier Giroud, down Quadano, Paul Billy Pogba, the likes of Kezuma, Wilfred Kondogbia. Those players also came from the academy. And at the end of the day, we should under 20 born in 2012 now. Guys under 20 years. Do France Quadie, Emma Pogba, the best player. Emma
Aboaje.
Kondobia,
and I am Aboaje.
Clifford.
It was as a
Clifford more featured in. Let me tell you something. One thing a buffy more a man here super unique and say their progression at the areas also into what a World Cup in 2008. So from 2012 to 2008, how many years? 6 years. In that 6 years, had France team here into Oko Scotland,
playing the Euros final, winning the World Cup. Now Oko France team, Oko Scotland, share progression since 2010. The English side, England since 2010. 2010 World Cup, your friend is saying Argentina, Edisa Malam Weno, EU free. Okay, Frank Lampard, famous shot or ball money, a try liner, almost say, and you go. They're good about the goal line technology.
And no any more here a free that tournament. Now look fast forward in 2000 because in 2014 but in 2014 we're friends saying in 2012 European Championship only so semi-final.
Yeah.
Semi-final. In 2014 World Cup, look at where they were in 2014 World Cup. Almost a semi-final if I'm not mistaken. In 2016, and now in 2018. Because in 2018, so and only say the revolution in the what in the English football and we need to what to be very careful because in 2016 at the time Cristiano Ronaldo in Portugal, we saw a certain goals. It took the magical brilliance of Cristiano Ronaldo's header against a tall Collins and the team more munya sa one win Emma eventually Cristiano Ronaldo Luis Nani Monia Branche Fesa Renato Sanchez 18 the second goal Edema Portugal. So I think for me Omoba the English football ever Yenweti because this Scotland team or Omo share by crack almost we the SMA a certain Steve Gerrard and so the credit because on also called Scottish League you know or the Rangers AABB he's bringing in the best in the talent
Goran Pandev
and Goran Pandev
North Macedonia
for the first time in their history so I think it's
thank you very much. You are watching us on Streamhouse GH on Facebook, Streamhouse TV, on YouTube. Remember to click the subscription button. Remember to send in your comment via 0249073993. This is Sportainment, your favorite midday sports show of the week. We'll go back, we'll try and contact your favorite host, Abdul Latif. Latif is in Accra currently. He watched the Black Stars game. After this short commercial break, we'll go back and try and reach Latif. We have an amazing feedback from his side. We go on a commercial break.
Do you know your favorite sports personalities on the pitch, but how well do you know them off the pitch? We bring you their stories, their lifestyle off the pitch.
We discuss the games as and when they happen. We discuss the fun parts of the game hidden from the lens of the media that we never get to hear, and give an in-depth analysis as to how the things that happen.
You will come your way with everything sports, including the entertainment aspect of it. Expect nothing but the best of analysis from my guests on every Friday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. on Streamhouse GH on Facebook. Make dates with us. I am your host, Sadiq Abdul Latif.
It's unique in a way that reflects light. Beautiful works of art neatly arranged to color the sky. Together, it's a masterpiece. We are bringing you different shades of artists who are leaving their footprints in the sands of time, creating hope with their paint brushes, inciting peace with their melodies, and transforming hearts with their words. Let us get to know them, the inspiration behind why they do what they do. So catch us live on Streamhouse TV every Friday at 5 p.m. as we discover and review creativity right here on Great Hub. I am Stay
This is Sportainment, your favorite midday sports show of the week. I have in the house our strong pundit, Mr. Budu. We have General Sani Sales in the house. We are going to delve into matters concerning the Black Stars. Now I want to reach Latif on the line. We are trying to reach Latif on the line. Black Stars won 2-0 against Sudan yesterday in the AFCON qualifiers. And we are hoping to reach Latif on the line for him to give us his feedback since he went for the game. Hello? 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 Atif? Atif? Hello? Hello? Okay, so we are having some difficulties reaching Latif, but we'll try and get to him before the show ends. Mr. Budu, yesterday the Black Stars were in action. They won 2-0 against Sudan. That places us on top of the group with 9 points. How did you see the game?
Well, it was a good game for the Stars. They weren't overly impressive, but then they were able to, as it were, win by 2-0. And to cap it all, the day Ayu got the 2 goals in the game.
Captain Dede.
Exactly.
Osifo.
And He scored two very beautiful goals. The first goal from the set was a very good goal, and the second was just sublime. I think it was a very good game, and at least there was a lot of positive to pick out from this game. Christopher Nete making his debut, and he was good. The minute he actually lasted on the field of play, he was quite
Was
good.
impressive.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was really quite
He did
impressive.
very well. He did very well,
But-
and he did very well by, as it were, blocking the attack of the Sudanese.
Yeah.
And if you could recall, the moment he was
Taking off.
substituted, I mean, Nicolas Opo couldn't, I mean, contain the pace of the Sudanese. Number 10, what's the name? Is Samson Abdul Rahman.
Yeah.
It was just a turn in the
Ali
flesh of our
Abdurrahman.
defense. Exactly, it was just a turn. I'm told he plays in Algeria. It was a turn in the flesh of the Black Stars defense. Not even the John Boys could handle him. But at the point, on a few occasions that he came, I mean, one-on-one with Christopher Nete, came out victor. So I think it was a very good game. Tariq Ofosu has once again affirmed, I mean, his readiness to, as it were, play for the Blacks. And on the occasions that he's been invited, he has proven to be someone we can actually rely on in the distant future. Yes, he's already staking his claim. He's a very good footballer. John Boy made a return, and he was also good, especially in the first half.
But you see, on the tactical aspect of the game, I realized something, that the Black Star will take a lot of time to gel and get to that peak where, I mean, when it comes to national team, we'll share the way national team plays. It means the Black Star is going to take quite a while to gel. We need to play close to over 10 games to get the tactical aspect. But clearly, you could see the coach is trying to put his fingerprints on the team, and you could clearly see what Sikin Akona is trying to do, where he's going to give his lateral a lot of room to move forward. Which a game na Ndra neti kopa na Baba Raman ko, but clearly say na Baba Raman lack that yes, match fitness clearly.
He's been rusty, but
Yeah.
was expected.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello. Okay, so we are trying to connect with Latif. It looks like Latif is on the line. Hello, Latif.
Yeah, Melo. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is
Great,
Entertainment.
great,
I'm in
great
your
to
hot
have
seat
you.
today. How are you in Accra or you are still in Cape Coast?
Oh, I left Accra after the game yesterday. I left Cape Coast, sorry.
Oh,
to
okay.
Accra yesterday after the game. So I'm now in Accra now.
Okay. So you're in Accra for the Ghana Premier League game, I guess.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll be covering 3 games tomorrow and on Sunday. I'll start with Legon Cities versus Brekum Chelsea tomorrow at 6 p.m. at the Accra Sports Stadium, and on Sunday 3 p.m. I'll be in Dansoman for Liberty Professionals game before later tomorrow on Sunday at 6 p.m. Kotoko will be taking on their first game against 11 Wonders.
Wow, it means you have a very packed fixtures coming up this weekend for you.
Exactly. This week will be a very tiring week.
Oh, it's part of the job. Let's go straight into tomorrow. Yesterday's game. The Black Stars won 2-0 against the Sudanese. What was your observation before the game started, and during the game and post the game?
Thank you very much, Melo. Yesterday, I arrived at Cape Coast very early. Before 12 p.m., I was already in Cape Coast, but for accreditation's sake, I had to remain behind the stadium for almost 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
So like an hour before the game, I had access to the stadium. I went in before the teams even came to start their
warm-up section.
before
Yeah.
they went back to the dressing room. I would say post-match, or let me say the pre-match, was everything was very cool. Everything went on so well for the Black Stars of Ghana and the Sudanese national team.
So you
They
could
went-
see some sense of vibrancy within the camp.
Come again.
You could feel some sense of vibrancy before the game. You could see the players were geared up.
Yes. Because I was outside the stadium where I saw the Black Stars coming in. I saw the Sudanese coming in, and you know we are not in a normal period.
Yeah.
Normally you would have seen the Black Stars being accompanied by supporters of Ghana with their paraphernalia. Some even joined themselves with the Ghana flag and then dance. But yesterday it was a very cool one. They were escorted by the police service both the Black Stars and the Sudanese national team. So it was a very cool one, but a very tense one, of course, from both teams, who showed that willingness to take on the game to get the result that it was desired before the game. So that was something pre-match, or let me say pre-match before the game actually started.
Okay, so before you go into the details of the game, let me ask you this. When the team heard the news of the sudden demise of former President J.J. Rawlings, how was the atmosphere like? How was the whole feeling like? Did you think that it will have an effect on the players before the game? How was their body language, their body demeanor?
Melo, even I myself, yesterday I was outside trying to get accreditation inside when the news came. Everybody outside was devastated. Everybody outside was shocked by the news. So I was thinking maybe the time that the news came around 1 p.m. In the afternoon, I was very sure the players had not heard the news before they came to the stadium. And I'm very sure they heard it when they were in the dressing room before their warm-up game. So I particularly, before I entered the stadium, I had the thought that the team had not heard anything about the demise. But after they came out about to pass and there was a minute silence for the late president, then that I heard that the players had already gotten the news of the demise of the president, and it didn't show anything, their body language, their ability to play, their willingness to kill themselves for the country. It didn't show within them that the former president was there. Then they played so well yesterday.
Okay, so going into the game, how was the tactical approach like? How did you see the team play tactically? Because we see on the screen, but on the field you could see players of the ball positioning and everything. So take us through some bits of the tactical aspects of the game.
Melo, on the tactical aspect of the game, I think both sides were very, very tactical. In the first 15 minutes of the game, you could clearly see the Sudanese and both Siki Akono trying to read the weakness of each side and trying to pounce on them. More especially the Sudanese, they found out that we had problems with our backline. So they deployed two skillful players who were very pacey in Mohamed Abdul and Ahmed, who were very tactical. They were so very much dexterous when they were on the ball, and they caused so much trouble to our backline. So in the second half, Siki Akono realized that these two players were very skillful and he needed much experience. So he had to substitute Christopher Nete for Nicolas Opoku, who is very much experienced, because it got to a time that Samuel Owusu, who was supposed to be drifting back to be helping Nicolas Christopher Nete as the right back, Samuel Owusu was not doing that. So he needed somebody who is very much defensive-minded so that he can curtail the attack of Ahmed Hamid and Mohamed Abdul. The reason why he took off Christopher Nete and brought on Nicolas Opoku, which worked very well. So I would say tactically, both the Sudanese and the Siki Akono, they were very much tactics, and the game was won individually. Anytime you are watching a football game, Melo, when the game is very much tactical, you expect individual brilliance. You expect somebody who will carry the game on his shoulders and get out the results that your team needs.
Yeah.
And that was what exactly the day Ayu did yesterday, because the game was very, very tactical from both teams. So yesterday, the day Ayu took the game on himself, he did everything that he could do to make sure that Ghana had the result. And even after the game, come again.
Yeah, we are listening. Go on, Latif.
After the game, you could clearly hear the Sudanese coach saying that it was the individual brilliance of the day that won the game for the Black Stars, which was very, very true. On yesterday's game, what happened, it was very true. Individual brilliance won the game for the Black Stars.
Okay, so on the game itself, we want to wrap up quickly, but on the game itself, looking at the introduction of some old players like John Boy, we had John Boy coming back to the national team, we had Babaraman coming back. How do you think they fared? We've already talked about the debutant, that's Nete. Lomote was also good. But how do you think John Boy and Babaraman really fared in the game from the stance?
Yesterday, Melo, they struggled. Honestly, they struggled. More especially a free Aqua. He struggled in the middle.
Yeah.
John Boy struggled at the back. Babaraman struggled at the back. It was worse for Babaraman yesterday. Like I was saying, the skillful nature of Mohamed Abdul, their striker, and Ahmed Hamid, their winger, caused so much trouble for the back line of the Black Stars, and that is where you had John Boy and Babaraman, who had left the Black Stars for so many months, or let me say for so many years, and they're coming back. You would expect that these are some of the mistakes that they will be committing. And yesterday, they were very much exposed. But in all, we won by 2-0, Melo. You cannot talk about so much. You cannot be fixated about the frailties of these players. What we have to put much emphasis on is the positive that we had.
Yeah.
You can talk of Tariq Fosu, who was very much brilliant yesterday. You can talk of Emmanuel Lomote-Adukwe, who before the game, when the CK Akono's squad came out, a lot of hula baloo about his call-up. He was very much okay yesterday. He was fantastic. But
okay, Latif.
Yesterday's game was one of his best games he had played for the Black Stars. You can talk of the Christopher Nete, who had his debut and made a case for local players' inclusion in the Black Stars. These are some of the positive that we should be talking about from yesterday's game. But in all, these new players who came out, old players who came in as new players, they didn't fare well, but you wouldn't say they were so bad.
Okay, Latif, to wrap it up, we are behind time. We want to wrap it up. So, post game, how was the atmosphere? How was the atmosphere in the camp? How are the boys preparing for the return leg? How do you see what was the atmosphere generally after the game?
Yesterday, we were not fortunate to have had a post-match conference with the team. We would have asked so many questions with regards to the game and how it's going to affect their game in the next 4 days in Khartoum. But per the body language of the team and that of the Sudanese, you could clearly say that, Melu, honestly, if we underrate the Sudanese, we'll be doing it at our own peril, more especially we playing it away in Khartoum. There will be a very tough customers for us, and we need to prepare ourselves for that. This is a game that we need not to leave any stone unturned. We have to go to Khartoum, Melu, and play that game as if it is a new game entirely. It's as if we are playing it for the first leg. That will be able to make us secure an automatic berth for Cameroon 2021. And from yesterday's game, we met the president of the Ghana Football Association. We had about 15 minutes tete-a-tete with him, and he sounded so much positive. He sounded as somebody who wants to inspire the team to make sure that they get the desired result in Khartoum. That is what we are hoping for. But per what the Sudanese displayed here yesterday at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium, Melo, they are a very, very good side. Very, very. It got to some periods in the second half. They dominated the game for like 20-25 minutes. We hardly had possession of the game. But because of our quality, the resoluteness of our defense, they find it very difficult to penetrate our backline. And that is something that should be a cause of worry for the Black Stars and Ghana as a country, that going to Sudan, we must prepare very well. We must put on all our arsenals to make sure that we get the desired result. If we sit down aloof and say that we have had a 2-0 victory over them yesterday in Cape Coast, so we will underrate them, it will be against us. And we need to take that much beyond what we expected to be.
All right, Latif.
You will be getting the results that we need in Khartoum.
All right, Latif. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for the feedback. We'll get back to you. I'm hoping that we'll see you here next week as you bring us all the details from the Ghana Premier League. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful weekend. Greetings from all the from both Pandit Budu and then General Captain Salih Sani. He's here in the car. He's delved into the tactical aspects. very soon. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
Thank you very much, Sani. I miss him. He should keep contact.
He will. All right. Thank you. All right, Sunny.
Yeah.
Black Stars won 2-0 against Sudan.
I'm not surprised. Say you win a game. I'm actually not surprised, but because of the quality I want, we have so much or so many quality players in our camp currently as a national team. But you understand who I say?
Yeah.
This Sudanese team, is the Sudanese national team. No, a team one. 90% of their players plays in what? In the Sudanese league. In the Sudanese league. And we don't take things serious in Ghana. Since when Anna Sudan league any lucrative enough to attract even foreign players to play in their league? But and then we saw a match against Al Ahly that was last season in the CAF Champions League group stage. Al Ahly of Sudan and then Kumasi Asante Kotoko. After the game, the president of the Al Ahly, together with the chairman of Al Ahly Football Club in Sudan, went to the pitch. Al Hilal went to the pitch, told the star player of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Sonny Akuba, said, "Write what you want on the check. We want to sign you even today." They are investing in their their teams. And now Oko Sudan, it is just like a normal thing for them. The Sudanese national team is getting more attention and is it tactically and right?
If you watch the game really well,
especially in the second,
we are struggling to break their line of defense.
One thing you see in Ghana here, we only have that mentality. They say, okay, we are Ghana, we are the African Brazilians, we are the Samba boys of Africa, we are this, we have talents. You have talent, but at the end of the day, you need a tactical coach who can do justice with your talent.
Yeah.
Example, Enra Obi Ohwebiano will say, for me, I think the Sudanese national team coach was more tactical than Ezekiel.
Oh, I personally agree with you. I think that his game plan worked well, and that's why he had an issue when he felt that the penalty call was not called for him.
Good,
because they were they came into the game and were basically managing the game well.
They did exactly what they are told to be done or to do on the pitch. See, we have all the big names. We have all the big names. We have all the quality players. That guy Razak, something. The new kid on block, Tarek Lamptey. Tariq, that kid.
That Lamptey, Tariq Lamptey.
Yeah, is it Tariq Lamptey?
The former Chelsea youth player.
Fantastic. But we should also understand, say, national team has now elevated itself. National teams say Africa they are not just the mere national teams who we see ourselves to be the big guys. We have national teams who plays in the big leagues in Europe. Yeah, players, where are they? But we claim to be talented, we claim to be this. But now I will tell you, say, for me, if Ghana were to have a very very decent tactical coach in the second half, he would have changed the game completely for us.
Yeah.
But in the second half, you saw the Sudanese came in, play all the eyes-pleasing football. They dominated the possession.
What shot Sudanese yesterday?
They were tactically disciplined.
And when you see, this is my personal take on the game. Time we started game, Ghana had the ball. They decided to let Ghana play, but we were finding it difficult to break their line of them. And I had Tariq Fosu ball, nice game, all right, very good game. But I had a bit of issue with him. My issue was that he was touching the ball too many times, and so anytime he keeps touching the ball too many times, it gave Sudanese the opportunity to go back into a good
and reset
shape. You realize that Jordan was having difficulty making the run. But say Omobobo on quick and say Tariq Fosu Bobo on quicker. You realize that Jordan could find spaces. He had a good game, but
one thing people always talk about, they say they didn't have enough time to work on their tactics and their positioning and other stuff. But let me tell you something. Any good coach, I'm not saying say ABSC Akono is not a good coach. He's a very good coach. But then you can't handle the national team with your club tactics. You came to Kumasi and Kotoko with a crop of players. You were having all the talented players, but you couldn't manage Kumasi and Kotoko tactically. Why? Because you were finding it difficult to even have a fitted players.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you one thing. When it came to Kumasi and Kotoko, you have Omar Bashiru, who is a defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
You have Richard Sinenu, who is also a defensive midfielder. Sinenu was out of shape because of injury.
Mm-hmm.
Why not shifting in a very high talented defensive midfielder in the name of Omar Bashiru in the system? But he decided this guy, former Ashanti Gold defender, Habib Mohammed, Mom Ever as a defensive midfielder. Why else we have a defensive midfielder? So for me, I have issues with him. Why will you have to play a free aqua who is out of shape?
You see, yesterday I realized something.
If you don't have, who need Thomas Typata, so you don't have any option for Thomas Typata.
And 2 DM, he was playing with 2 midfielders. Okay, actually two midfielders. But say Pate is the ball carrier. Lomote is very good with the ball, but he can't carry the ball in advance. And because Sudan finally bought 2 lines of deep blocks, when you are playing a team that has 2 lines of deep blocks, you always need somebody who can carry the ball, not just stand in a position and play the pass. He must be able to carry the ball, because if he drives the team forward, it gives the your attacking players opportunity to move in, and you stretch their defense, giving you spaces. But because he was not able to move the ball, you always realize that the day we said Anna yesterday, that's one thing I really liked about tactically friends the coach because if the day was Swansea, he's playing as a striker off the main striker. And see, anytime he's the first person in the box. And Ocha Jordan, the way he plays in Crystal Palace, he's also not the first player in the box. He's always playing as more or less like a number 10, always supporting the attack. And see, I like the way he could work around the day and Jordan. And so, but when Jordan is not a player, but deep ball. So you need somebody who will carry the ball to him.
One thing,
and it was clearly missing.
One thing, Okase, you are giving the credit to him now. I will not agree with you. Is the link up between the D and Jordan? They have that link up already.
They don't play in the same team.
Good, but they understand each other. Remember, they are 2 brothers, and they actually live in the same, environment. If they don't,
but we must give credit to
but let me tell you something. Yeah, I have problem when it comes to your team, but I think say you be when we meet the next time, you become, because I think say you see one thing and then case so you are bringing Lomote. Lomote is a player. And your friend is saying the current national local blasters national coach Ibrahim Tanku. Consult Tanku, because you want to inject in the under 23 players in your team. You need to consult their head coach or coach you or more. Get something out of them. You see, we need to be serious as a national team. Man.
Yes.
We won, but we didn't win convincingly.
Actually, we didn't win convincingly, and it will take a while for the team to gel. But yeah, man, Kike, the patient. I like the way
what about 2 games? You should be able to identify certain things.
The team in Ukraine, makeshift.
A makeshift team.
I'm also overseeing a lot of changes.
Yes. When Wakaso fills in, because yes,
free
because yesterday game crowd.
But I would really love it if you give me a lineup with Mubarak Wakasu, Thomas Typati in the setup, because for now you need a constant fallback.
It's a confident teams need to be release.
A lot of teams is not convincing, and I mean sure say even when Kudus finest reading, you play Kudus in a typical number 10 role.
Kudus here better if you are somewhere next year.
But and I do 11 now. Exactly. Most likely you have Wakaso and Pate in the middle, and that will give, because if Wakaso and Pate in the boss are 2 rows now. She fullbacks they kwa Wakaso ye workaholic to cover, and yesterday if you are clearly Uhuna, he doesn't have that energy to cover for the fullback. And until that time be said nete kwa. Now Kofana exploited the space behind Nete because Aqua can't cover for him.
And you have to also give the credit to their coach because he was tactically disciplined.
Yes, that one will not take. So we are delving straight into the Ghana Premier League. I'll go through the fixtures, and when we come back, our boss and our senior boss of the local game, Mr. Budu will take us through the fixtures and give us some detailed analysis. So the Ghana Premier League kicks off this weekend, and these are the fixtures. Aduana will play Accra House of Folk. Legon City will play Brecum Chelsea. Ashanti Gold will play Karela. Ebusiana Dwarfs will play Elmina Sharks. Liberty Professional will play Bechem United. Mediama will play Great Olympics. Wafa plays King Faisal. And then Asante Kotoko play 11 Wonders. Then on Monday we have Inter Allies against Dreams FC. Mr. Budu, Ghana Premier League, you know, a chassis weekend, yeah, first big game has Nediana.
Na ye be here a tea for ni one more or more.
Yeah,
for best some months in finally the Ghanaian Premier League, you know, everything
big,
you know. Nyami adomo ochena ana start. Don't say a year club lines is in Yaman Yaman. And yet venues in Yina available. Most of, especially at the Accra Sports Stadium, you know, there are 5 clubs and over Accra Sports Stadium. A year Hearts, Kotoko, Legon Cities, Great Olympics, and Inter Allies. One more and above the Accra Sports Stadium. Now, oh yeah, so I buy I think 2 months ago say Abra or declare say a year say you bet me started contact sports in man, but or allocated just 25% of a young match venue be a you know capacity no just 25%. Yeah, be advice say in Crawford say
they follow the COVID
administrators in man because of pandemic in Inti. They should limit it to just 25% of the
and they should
capacity.
Follow the COVID protocols.
Exactly.
It's very important.
Very important.
That COVID is on the search.
Where fixtures now? The top line obviously Hearts any Aduana Stars. Now these two teams since Aduana Stars gaining promotion bar the pre-match was in 2010. These two sides have meted 17 times.
Wow.
Has a winning 5, Aduana winning 3, and now IND in a draw.
Okay.
But the last time has a winning Doma and Ajumabedu Park was in 2015. There's a 5 years in house in team for win a year Domanda.
But we hope say last year we draw.
Exactly. Send American as I lose just 3 to Aduana. So and the last time we winning was in 2015.
Yeah.
And apart from 2015, aside from that, you know, or the results on my pick on either they win and they lose, and I said they draw.
They get a draw.
Yeah, just last season, I said they even left there with a 0-0 draw, right?
Yeah.
And I want a very good breeding ground. Said the man, the phobias. Oh, we are going to visit particular game. We, Evans, Odum, Onyo be an anchor. Fans and any shudder, especially in the absence of an assistant coach, you know. But some few days ago, near the still has when young confirm more. But yet it is a year the former Brecum Chelsea coach, a year as a Rebediacon was being linked to her, so Okofa a year the assistant coach job.
Young Crowfree.
Yes, I know cry. I meant to say, yes, or near has
yeah, but both first year and so now we compare the coach.
Hey, Papa, as a Rebediacon, Matete, but officially no confirmation behind by. But say, this current house team now. Majidi say, Ombet my show me my year. Has what team will beat Magic League.
Okay.
Has currently they have one of the best goalkeepers in the country. Eric Chidata.
Yeah.
A year a pandemic here by a crown come in March. He gained a national Black Stars call up against Sudan.
Yeah.
Pandemic in Inti, editing batch and Razaka Baluro Mumna Abiremono. Inti say Utimian player be a Utimi attract a Black Stars call up and I say
quality.
Exactly.
He's a very good goalkeeper.
A very good goalkeeper.
Very
Or physique, you know, and technique in so he's a very good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So Anna or defensively. But defensively no problem, especially with the right back no. Fatal one with the keeper the side, you know. Me ni say or form or not.
So you think that has in here reinforcement? Oh, that area
has here reinforcement, but plan uncle ya available on the market uncle which my turn was Michael Ampedu. Has some fun am I a Legon Cities are coffin now as an equal Liberty from Liberty Professionals. He was the only one in the market and Nanka has me a fan. He's one of the best right backs in the country. He's highly underrated. Okay. So Kojamuako as good in for for native, but this guy is far better than them all.
Okay.
So here Michael Ampedu, you'll get a chance to see him for Legon Cities this season. And he or no cry 90 man. House for a branch of friend of free no Larry Ibrahim Sumaila.
Sebiu.
Yes, Larry Ibrahim Sumaila. He's a brother.
Yeah.
So yes, but me say coach Odim ebenya clout no to asset way bench a Fatahu to give this particular gentleman the playing time. So left back he has any problem. Or Radio Vuka. What's our William Denchi? Now he equally good.
This is my favorite player or has.
Radio Vuka. He's highly talented footballer. Highly talented. Now right back corner as you say no. Asema Bedaho. Very well. On the centre back corner has about 3 players in the whole. Nurusule, they're back to Batan Nurusule. And almost have Roberto Do. And Mohamed Alassan. And a small boy from our James Sowonu. Now, almost me follow has team during the preseason. No, almost the inform has player. I mean, the inform has defender. James Sowonu. So, but the coach more value inexperience. A play in the James Sowonu also started with has team.
Yeah,
exactly because almost first of form, but almost chance. No, I has during the preseason almost form. But over in the competitors, you know, will be this Roberto Do or experience, you know, because last season, I think for the past 2 seasons, you know, were very an integral member of his has team. Where Mohamed Alassan or bound with a rich vein of experience from the Wafat days. In the last 2 seasons, was and so were very integral in this has setup. Obi the Senurus really at a point he was has skipper and son auto can come on and TSA no why. The centre back pay. And the question in Grofobisa. A bit between James Sowonu and Roberto Do. A bit between James Sowonu and a Mohamed Alassan. And I bet between Mohamed Alassan and Nurusili. And a Nurusili and Roberto Do. And a Roberto Do and Mohamed Alassan.
Now, what is your preferred centre pay?
Frankly, I would have gone for Roberto Do and James Sowonu.
Okay.
Over or more youth.
And because they are more
response to issues. You know, Majidis was saying, Mohamed Alassan, like you pace. No Rusulu like you pace. Or my sabon question with Timmy Bo. And if you are to rely on them, we will consider very cheap goals. Cheap goals. Very well. And now here, the midfield and so especially the defensive, no. Yeah, my man in the world. Any player, no. We're very good Anna a branch here so Benjamin Afutunsu Anna a branch here your friend a year Frederick Ansaboche Suho an attack on so we did this so far my very good player very good players ever to age from Summertex or mama head and said guy near very good has for more medical more or me and you're the best out of this young chap. And the say has a team, especially or as a team because over here on my team now, be in every department of the team in the piano. At least more players are the all starting, the bench, equally as good as the all starting. And our over team, the team is strong, any squad in depth. And the say this particular team say advance Hodum, a bit my shine near my year. Also has air title contenders for this particular season. Yes, it has air title contenders for this particular Ghana Premier League. Ochina ya has Nick as Adriana Star Ede so if you are kitty 3 o'clock ewo doma ebehwenye ebekwakosi. Brasani. Boss. Ghana Premier League a kick off this weekend. What are your expectations? Then I'll expect then I'll say by the time Premier League ebeko yebehu. And the games coming up, which of the games you want to look at?
Mostly for me, I think after 7 months, I'm going to more games in Ghana Premier League due to COVID-19. This is a perfect time, I say, you shall see.
Yeah.
You bet me, meet up with the European calendar, no? And I think it's okay for us to start now. But a team I may expect more from them is Kumasi Kim Faisal.
Okay.
Yeah, for last season, throughout the 14 games, we win a match about Kokora. And it tells you, say, it is a bad thing or a bad sign for a team one. When you Ubibeka say the majority favorite our Congress, now what team bounce back our league. You need to make a statement for your for yourself as a team. But some people also say they are not Kim Faisal weren't ready to to feature in the Ghana Premier League. But this time around, after what me bought last season, and you have more experience, you know. As Usho said, this time around here, you are in here to stay.
But not to cut you off, but Osha can phase out their preseason game. It's nothing to write home about. Osha, and yet encourage. There's no.
The first 3 games of the preseason was super bad. But the last 4 games, you know,
they have been good.
They have been extremely excellent. Now, Rebecca said they have so many experienced players. Players are Michael Akufumo, Etimia Baba, Boy Urem, and a couple of players. But all baby Amesa say their defense, you know, needs to be tightened, and then the goalkeeping aspect, you know, as well, because they dominate. You see, the coach, one coach, or a very good tactically.
Okay.
Tactically, Slavista. Very good tactically. But I can say players now or what I wanna catch now. I get to hold of the on the.
But does he have the players or they be bought?
This time around, they have signed 16 to 17 players this year. 16 to 17 players.
16 to 17.
Overwhelming signing.
It doesn't mean say only a quality.
And
you can pick anybody and
so Anya Biano, he on the copy of mobile on the class of operate. So we should. I think say SM money time.
But sometimes me try know. But instead sometimes say the team signing players they cast a coach in a cast or penna. Yes, coach Betty say more far away, but it doesn't mean say any first choice. What I say, until now maybe or must sign players 16, but mostly maybe now a 3rd, 4th choice players are you are not interested.
I'm not sure. Say if you have a very good bench in so way, who first level now who the all barbation and I know a bit a pose threat at the opposition.
So you are of the opinion say Kifes a bit must survive relegation this time.
This time around, if they do things right, they can still survive.
Okay, okay.
Yamra Santoko. And as Santoko also assigned 10 players. If I'm not mistaken, maybe 10 or 11 this season.
Fabio Gamaba. Brazilian sensation.
I'm surprised. Because so Rebecca was Santoko to assign almost 70 players in the last 3 years.
Oh, certainly.
Now,
they are the richest club in Ghana.
No, it's not about richness. See, if you go to Real Madrid they always car, Barcelona always car, but they do quality. They do sign quality players, and it's
but they sold some Matombi. They've sold almost close to 13.
Once I was talking about Umar Bashiru now, just now. Who was saying Umar Bashiru from Wafa? And Budu will tell you. I was there when the call came. Umar Bashir himself called me and told me so. Was signed the Amakotoko. And Budu was the one who did everything for us. See, let me tell you one thing. You see, you're saying this such amazing mofoda. Anka anya bia obetima be juma de amawo. What the neighbor ya? What's man no parking? And no money course. Oko sign Baba Mahama. Oko sign the buyer. Oba and the buyer a prospect, a very fantastic mofoda. Or the neighbor papa. What's our Jamanako? Let me tell you something. You see, baby, I'm who say as Antokotoko a mistakes in I want to say. I'm not just say where you're good. Makosa Emmanuel Keke of Karela. Your Hanuman Moko
Keke a good player.
Or a good player, but okay. Karela player ring an in the Bayano. Kevin Ando.
Yeah, from formerly of Wow Star.
Wow Star. So Kaino.
Karela the
Maxwell Baku Ebaye. Chomo.
Richard
Atta mo Ebaye. When they came, were they able to feature in the game for Kumasi Kotoko? Were they able to make an impact? Just because so what in the Dini doesn't mean say Obetima Kofana Edebe. Amana Baba be Jumandi Amao. So for me, I think say Kumasi Kotoko are all the best players in Ghana currently, or more the best players, or more the best coach.
So you're expecting them to win the league?
I'm expecting them to even do beyond winning the league. That is Africa now, Mokono. They should show us they are really in for the big task. You can't just invest in all these players.
What is your expectation for
Kotoko
expectation
in Africa?
For Kotoko
this year, African. At least they should win Africa.
They should win Africa.
They should win Africa.
I think that you are giving them an exit.
Because
they can't.
They can't too. But this is what I'm trying to let them know. Say, see, all these players are Kotoko. It wasn't for the league, for the Africa.
Yeah, so at least we should have
Fabio Gamana with the neighbor.
Quite a measurable
Abalora from Azam United. He's an African prospect. But
it doesn't mean say they should go and win Africa because a lot.
I am not saying say Omunkwaji, but this is my expectation.
To give them an expectation.
The last time they were able to reach the group stages. The semi-final. This time there, semi-final. If they were able to reach there now, we will take it from there.
Sunny Saleh says that.
Investments are
yeah.
Recently, you cross some 50 days ago. Pyramids, Mario Balotelli. So, into who got for Fabio Gamma on departmental.
Remember the Bekani, RS Bekani, Pyramid, Nadia Lahali, or Etoile du Sahel. All these 8 teams are maybe Dinano or Mato Big. Koto Brazil and Nabon, so big.
Yate, unim message from your boss Latif Asenti. Oh man, that's resa. Koto Konji Africa. Maybe a 5-10 years grand on bet me the Africa no. Tinya but tell mom, maybe a league in there they have to win that. I agree with you. Say they need to put up a very good performance in the league, and I'm happy the way everybody is expecting the league to start. You can clearly see that Ghanaians are ready to see good football, and I'm happy with the way things are going up. You hope you say the big boys as they'll bring the excitement that is expected. You know, you're going to see this to be pans. They say I'm Omide Matthew, I'm Belly. Matthew Kuju. Into your best share, John, yeah, Mato very a lot of. They are one team I'm expecting to see a lot from them. Like I want to see something. Yeah, I want to see something, and I'm hoping they'll become a very strong team and they'll challenge the big ones. So this is Sportainment, your favorite midday sports show of the week. I sit in for Abdul Latif, your favorite host. There are a few messages in. I want to read that quickly, and then we wrap up the show. Bradan says that the Sudanese are very good. They might surprise us in Khartoum. Again, brother saying another message. He said CK Akono did well with the substitutions of Christopher Nete to bring in Nicolas Opoku to stop the Sudanese. That won us the game, and a huge credit to CK Akono. Emmanuel Ofori say great show. You guys are doing great. I love your analysis. Nicholas says that I love Sunny make I love die. He say Kotoko for make Kotoko go read Africa. She Sunny pa. He said, wonderful analysis. You guys are doing great. Thumbs up. This is Sportainment, your favorite midday sports show. You are watching us on Streamhouse GH, Streamhouse TV on YouTube. Remember to click the subscription button and remember to leave your comment. Boss, you wrap it up. Obe senene incha kakra.
You follow ye na michia obia.
Brasani, they say.
Me president who? Me president.
Teacher president the quite.
Me president Faisal Mohammed aka Klinsman, the president of Creative Soccer Academy.
Okay.
President Namu no Oga bibi obi a echiao.
Oga. Mr. Budi Sunday Ocha, all the viewers, I also join my voice to Budi's voice and say we thank you all for sticking by, watching us. We appreciate you so much. Leave your comment even when you go and watch the show after this live session. Thank you very much. This is Streamhouse GH and greetings to all of you. We wish you a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourself. Bye bye. We are out.